So today, as you guys can see from the title, we're doing Pan Those Eyeshadows update. All right, you guys, I have my 4 shadows here. Let me tell you, this month was hard. Very hard, very difficult, and I'm kind of hoping I get a different color story. Not gonna lie to you guys, I'm starting to feel like the end of this series. I don't know, I'm just in a different mindset right now, and it may change a little bit later during the year, but I just want a simpler eye these days. As you guys can see from my eyes, I just have a shadow stick and one of these on my eyes. There's moments where I just don't want to do an intricate eye look. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I might be going through just a quick little phase or something, but we will see what happens in the future. But today we are doing Pan Those Eyeshadows. Okay, so if you're interested, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so I have my 4 shades here. I did good, but it's not the good that I was hoping for, but you never know. Next month might be a little bit different. So let's start out with, first and foremost, if you're interested in the rules of how I do this, in the description box. Second, I want to share with you guys the color story that we had this past month, so you guys are well aware of what it is that I was dealing with, what the colors I was dealing with. And I use these shades almost every single day. I think there may have been like 2 times I did my makeup this past month without me touching any of these. Other than that, I have used these in almost every single look. So let's start out with the veteran, the one that has been here for the second round. This is the Art Minx palette that I have. I rolled in the red shade in here, which was number 6. These don't have names. I've looked for the names. They don't have names. So, yeah. So Minx is the palette. As you guys can see from the last update, I had used it. Actually, give me a second. Okay, so I used it 10 times. So last month update, I used it 10 times. My goal is to hit 23 or hit pan, and I have hit my 23 use goal. It's that one right there. As you guys can see, there is a dent in here, but it's nothing where I'm going to hit pan. I've already mentioned before, all the shades this month, almost all of them, are very difficult to hit pan on. So I was not expecting to hit pan at all this month. So 23 uses has been met. It was a beautiful shade. I really liked it, but I'm happy. Look, it's like sticking to my other palette. But I'm happy it's done with. So this is getting rolled out because I met my usage goal. The last 3 are new, so it doesn't matter which way I go. So let's start out with the Naked 3. I rolled this in last month. My goal, or my shade that I rolled in, was Liar. And as you guys know, Urban Decay shadows in these are very difficult to hit pan on. It takes a very, very long time. So I'll show you what it looked like last month, and this is what it's looking like today. I have met my 23 use goal right there. Can you guys see that? It looks like I barely did anything. Let me tell you guys, I use this daily in every look I possibly could come up with. This, I used it mainly on my lower lash line. It is a shadow where it's like a softened satin shade. So it looked beautiful on the lower lash line. It looked beautiful to blend things out. So it was rather easy for me to use, but I am over the mauves, you guys. For the last 3 months, I've had a mauve shade in this Project Pan, and maybe that's why I'm getting run down. It's just I'm tired of the mauves. I used it 23 times. I knew I wasn't going to hit pan on this one either. This is a very difficult formula to hit pan on, but I was able to use the rest of the palette a few times. Not a lot because, again, I'm over the mauves. Let's move on away from the mauves, but this is getting rolled out. All right, so my single came from this Z palette. The shade that I rolled in was the number 8, and that was the shade Noche. So this was a very dark and brown matte shade. We all know ColourPop's mattes are ridiculously hard to hit pan on. I mean, like, you got to sit there for years to try to hit pan on it, let alone finish one. So my goal was 23 uses. You guys, I used it 23 times and it looks like I did nothing. Nothing. What is that? You guys can see the strokes of where I was using this. This is strictly used as an eyeliner. beautiful eyeline. Let me tell you, it was really, really pretty on my top of my lash line with every look. It looked really nice. I do like a shadow liner. It's really, really nice. But we all knew this was going to happen. And I warned you guys last month I was going to use it as an eyeliner. It was barely going to look like I've touched it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened with the single. So this is getting rolled out because I hit 23 uses. And that was easy because I used it in every look I did. But I knew I wasn't going to hit pan on that. All right, you guys, I am doing so wonderfully. I've hit my 23 uses on these shades, but it's just very hard to hit pan on them. Let me tell you, it's very, very difficult. Those 3 formulas are hard. Some formulas are easy, some formulas are hard. That's just how it goes. I would be tortured if I had those until pan, because some of those would be in here for at least a year before I was able to hit pan on them. That's how tough those formulas are. But the last palette I rolled in was the Little Lady palettes. Thank you guys for informing those that were not aware why this is called that. I rolled in the shade Dog Mom. Now this had some usage on it, but not a ton. I am wearing this one today as an inner corner highlight. I have used it all over the lid. I have used it on my lower lash line, and I've used it as an inner corner highlight. So far, I have reached for this 11 times, and compared to last time, the intro, this is what it's looking like. This one's the only one I think I will hit pan on. Obviously, not yet. 11 uses, and I have a dip in there, but I don't have that much to go. I think within another 5 uses max, I'm going to be able to hit pan on that one. It's pretty. I like it. It's a peachy pink, so it's really nice on the lid. I love it as a center. Putting it in the center of my eyes when I do an all matte look, or I do a shadow stick like I did today. Today I was going to put it in the center, but I decided to put it in the inner corner. You guys can see how it looks like in the inner corner. Very beautiful, and I love it as a layering kind of shadow where I'll put it down and then I'll put something on top to make it a little bit more shiny, which I did do with some of my palettes in the last video I uploaded of my ranking of my March palettes. That's what I did with this shadow. Those palettes, I mixed it in with this one to use. So this is 11 uses. I still do not have hit pan on it. So this one is staying in here still because this is the only one I have not met either goal in. That means we are rolling in 2 palettes and 1 single. Total of 3 new shades. But before we do that, you guys know I love to share with you guys my color stories. You guys can see what I've been working with, what has been torturing me these past 3 months. So roll the footage there, editing Alex. Okay, you guys, so you guys saw what we had. We are rolling in 2 palettes and a single. So I am going to screenshot me doing this. As you guys know, I've updated the list. I've had a palette roll out this past month, so I did have to update this spreadsheet. It's up to date, I promise you guys. So let's get into it. We are going to roll our first palette. Here we go. Oh, my neck's cracking. Ooh, ColourPop Feeling Bubbly. That is a neutral palette. Okay. ColourPop Feeling Bubbly. Okay, second palette. Here we go. Oh. NARS Kawaii, which means I will not be hitting pan on that one either. Okay, so let's move on to our singles. We are rolling in 1 single. So let's roll that, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Hourglass Smoke. That is a pressed pigment. I know I will not be hitting pan on that one. All right, let's pull these out so then we can see what singles we are going to be working on. I shall return. Alrighty, friends. So we rolled in ColourPop Feeling Bubbly. This is an easy one. I don't care which one I grab. It's not a mauve. It's not a mauve. So I'm content with that. So we have 9 shades. So I'm going to put in 9. And, and we are going to see what we come up with. Number 5. Ooh, which is called Noted. The shadow right over here. I am happy with that. Ooh, that one's pretty. That one's pretty. It's almost, but not quite. The one from Little Lady's a little bit peachier, and this one is a little bit more golden. So, okay. You know what? Not mad at that. Not mad at that. Then I rolled in this duo, which is actually one of my favorite ones. Either 1 or 2. Let's see, 1 or 2. Save that. Let's do this. This is funny. Number 1, which is this shade right here. Reminds me of Pygar that we just did in, yeah. This is like the dupe. Did NARS dupe itself with that single? There's Pygar, you guys. Here we go again. Okay, and then our single is this Hourglass one. I incorporated anything that I could hit the bottom of when it comes to my singles because I was neglecting these. So here's Hourglass Smoke. I don't need to roll anything in. This is more of a like taupey shade. Oh, I hope this, I feel like this is a they're all different. I will tell you that right now. They're all different, but they all look similar on camera, I'm sure. So there is Smoke. Smoke has more purple to it. All shimmer shades this month. Very first time this has ever happened. I've never had a color story where it's all shimmer shade, which, you know what? I can't complain because it's a lot easier for me to hit my goals on. All right, you guys, so our color story here, what do we think about it? We don't have mauves, so I am happy content as a little clam. Don't mind me over here looking at all the shimmery shininess. So what do I think I will do? Listen, this is the first time this has happened where it's all shimmery shades, so I don't know what to predict because I feel like I can use all these every day without being bored, layering on top of one another, under on my lower lash line. So I think I will be successful this month. This is what I needed. I think this is what I needed to get myself back into the game because I was just over the mauves, let me tell you. So this allows me also to pull in any mattes I want, to kind of shift my look however which way I want. And the best part about it is all of these allow me to wear my shadow sticks that I've been testing out and playing with and just doing one shadow look kind of thing and using these to like layer on top. That's what I love because I can do that every single day and still get use out of my shadow sticks and make it a quick and easy look. I think this is it. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So I could definitely tell you that the Little Lady Dog Mom is going to be rolled out. I know she's going to get rolled out. And the other 3, I'm just going to play around with. See what I feel that day. I'm going to try to use up that NARS one faster because it's more of a color that I don't want to use right now. The other 2 are more colors that I want to. And these are very soft shades that'll go beautiful with all the pastel colors I have in my brain that I want to work with. It actually works out because I started pulling out palettes I want to use for the month of April, and these are going to work perfectly fine with it. Okay, I think we did good this month. Thank you for allowing me to get a refresh, man. I feel like this was like a good refresh. I didn't have ones that are like boring. I don't like getting shades that I know I'm only going to use one way. Like that brown matte, I knew I was only going to use it as an eyeliner, so for me it was more blah. The mauves for 3 months in a row were driving me crazy. You guys know I like my mauves, but not that much. Not that much. So I'm happy that I'm done with that. And the red I wouldn't have minded, but I was over that color too. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. All right, you guys, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section. First time I get all shimmers. Not mad at that at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then, peace out.